Hello everybody, it's Megalithic here, and today you could say is a rather important day because today is the day that we buy ourselves a Pegassi Zentorno. Yes, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. So why don't we go on through to our Maze Bank offices here, we'll sit down at the computer if I can work out how to do it, and we'll go ahead and make that purchase, don't you know? Okie dokie, and here we go, finally sitting down, don't you know? Okay, jolly good then. Now the Pegassi Zentorno can be found under the legendary motorsport website, and there we go, logging on now. Retailing at a price for around about $725,000, I do believe, and well worth every dollar, I can assure you. Okie dokie, coming in way down the page, as we can see there, on sale when I was making this video for just over $500,000, as you can see there, and either way a steal at any price. Okie dokie, now I think we'll put it in a pink, why not have a bit of a lark? Okie dokie, and as always we'll be delivering it to my Hillcrest residence, so here we go, and on this occasion we'll be getting there in this scramjet, and why not? Okay, now we've arrived at the Hillcrest residence, as you can see, and with a little bit of luck, the Pegassi Zentorno will be inside, don't you know? So let's go on inside and take a look now, shall we? Okay, now this is one of the cheaper Pegassis, don't you know? But if you're not aware of this particular vehicle, then you're soon about to be. Okay, there we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Pegassi Zentorno in hot pink, don't you know, looking rather garish, I would say. Okay, now don't be sort of put off by the colour. This is a rather stylish car, I must say. Sort of typical Pegassi there, you know. But it's really what this car does in the street that marks it out from pretty much every other vehicle on the game. Certainly in its price range, anyway. So let's take it out and go and have a test then, shall we? Okie dokie, and here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the Pegassi Zentorno. Okie dokie, and straight away as we take it out, I mean, I may as well be perfectly honest with you, I know perfectly well what this car is like, and it is absolutely fantastic. For $725,000, you really can't go wrong. This is one of the fastest cars and has some of the best handling of any vehicle on the game, and it will beat most things around the track, don't you know? That's not to say that it can't be taken out. It can, of course, be vanquished by certain other vehicles, but generally speaking, for the money, this is absolutely the best car on the game, don't you know? Right, and here we go. Right, I put into cinematic mode there, and that really is a big mistake. As you can tell, this is perhaps rather early on in my gaming career, and unfortunately, and there we go, right, the camera's cut out there. Okay, that really is rather annoying, but never mind, we'll take it on inside. We're not particularly interested in the unupgraded version. We'll take it into the custom auto shop now, and we'll go and have it upgraded. So let's go and do that then, shall we? Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, now as always we'll be running through this at double speed, don't you know, to hurry things along somewhat, but it'll give you a chance to have a look at some of the options available to you there. Okay then, there we go, and we're going through the engine and the exhaust and whatnot and blah. Okay, so the Pegassi Zentorno, ladies and gentlemen, like I say, not technically the fastest car on the game, not technically the best handling on the game, but for the money, this thing will beat pretty much anything else out there, really. I mean, yes, the Wagner will beat it, not the coil cyclone, the Wagner will beat it, the Itali GTO will beat it, the Garotti, that is. There are a number of different cars out there that can actually, I don't like that rear spoiler, that looks absolutely gopping, doesn't it? Oh, goodness me, no. No, I really don't like that. Right, that's absolutely horrific. Yes, like I said, why do I keep going back to it, for God's sake? Right, yes, like I was saying, this car, for the money, really is absolutely fantastic. If you're a newcomer to this game, then I would highly recommend it. Or if you're an experienced player and you don't already have one, then you should go and buy one immediately. For under $1 million, this car is absolutely sublime, don't you know? It grips the road like glue. It goes extremely fast. It has incredible acceleration compared to even some of the other top supercars out there, I should say. And as you can see from the paint job, it has a two-tone paint job there. So that hot pink, I think I'm going to keep on as a trim there. Wouldn't normally do it, but it looks quite good on this car, I do feel. Okay, now actually this is several months later, if maybe a year or so later, you know. Unfortunately, the the standard lap that I did use, and look at that go up that hill. Jesus Christ, there we go. That's what we're buying the Zentorno for, ladies and gentlemen. My word, look at it go. Okay, not sloppy like many other cars you see, certainly not hanging around, not slow to get to its top speed. My God, look at that go. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pegassi Zentorno. I give you one of the best cars on GTA Online, certainly for the money. It really is absolutely incredible. I mean, we're not going to fool around with this. Buy one. Go and buy one now. If you don't have one, stop watching this video and go and buy one. These are absolutely incredible vehicles for the money. Like I say, not the top on the game, not the best in those regards, but it's certainly, you're not going to get anything else of this quality in this price range for under $1 million. It really does beat the pants off absolutely everything out there. Okie dokie, there we go, right here, and there we go. We're going to take it back and put it in my Pegassi collection, don't you know. Like I say, unfortunately, the original video did cut ahead here, so we had to go and film one just recently, and as you can see, it absolutely sort of kicks ass, really, doesn't it? Okay, let's try it up against the Ocelot Penetrator, coming in at £880,000. You know, the similar kind of price bracket, I do believe. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. The Zentorno is leaving it in its wake, just making it a dust, isn't it? There we go. So yes, there we are, the $880,000 for the unupgraded version of the Ocelot Penetrator, $725 for the Zentorno, and the Zentorno is just a blip on the screen there, just a speck in the distance. And there we go, both of these vehicles have been upgraded, and the Zentorno destroys it. Okay, now we're going for the Comet RS or SR at $1 million, over $1 million, well, $1,146,000, I do believe, for this particular vehicle, and the Zentorno at $725,000 is once again absolutely destroying it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what the Pegassi Zentorno is all about. You'll be hard pressed to find many vehicles out there that can take the Zentorno. The Zentorno is going to pretty much smash everything out there. Okie dokie, like I say, it's not completely sort of immune from defeat, to be quite frank with you, but most things really can't take it. Okay, now this is the Progen GPI, I believe, actually sticking quite close to it there. Now this is coming in at $1,260,000 up against the $725 for the Zentorno, and it cannot catch it, can it? It didn't catch it from the start, and it's not going to catch it at the end. So you can go away and throw $500,000 if you want and go and get the GPI, but the Zentorno will absolutely demolish it, as you're seeing there. Yes, okie dokie. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to keep on with these tests, don't you know, and put it up against a whole range of different cars, quite a few Progens, to be quite frank with you. But that's not to say it's the only make you compete. It can be pretty much anything. Okay, now we're going on to the Progen, the Italy. Here we go. So this is the Progen Italy. I believe it starts at something like, I'm not entirely sure, 1,250,000, something like that. But there's an upgrade that's been added there, the Benny's Custom Auto, for another $500,000. So that really accounts for sort of $1,750,000, I believe, for that car. And here we go, going around the corner in the Zentorno, and the Italy is way behind us there, as you can see. Okie dokie, so that's two Progens that simply can't match the Zentorno, don't you know. Right, okie dokie, bringing it down, and there we go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, another one in the bag. Okie dokie, right, let's see what we've got next, shall we? What else have we got in your garage that we can put up against the Zentorno? Okay, well, why not put it up against another Pegassi, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Reaper, coming in at effectively $1.6 million, $1,595,000, I do believe, and the Zentorno, like I say, coming in at $725 there. The Reaper is considerably more expensive than the Zentorno, and yet the Reaper absolutely miles behind the Zentorno, as you can see on the mini-map in the bottom right left-hand corner there. Okie dokie, and even in my rather atrocious pause here, my good friend Mr. Wolf, or Mr. Raccoon there behind me, simply cannot get past me, because the Zentorno, despite being nearly half the price, or maybe half the price, something like that, can't be beaten by the Reaper, and that really is somewhat of a shock. Okay, now, so it's not a supercar, but we're going to go ahead and put it up against the Flash GT, a similar price range, don't you know, to the previous car. This one coming in at $1,675,000. Extremely fast acceleration on the Flash GT, don't you know? Very fast acceleration. Even got away from the Zentorno at the start, as you saw there, but cannot hold the lead. Okie dokie, he's wiggling all over the shop there, but I didn't take the best corner either. And here we go, we're coming down this back straight now. Now he is in the front there, he is in the lead, but let's not worry about that. We're going to see what the Zentorno does, and that's what the Zentorno does. It simply doesn't lose. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was rather close, I must admit. He was weaving, but I can assure you can run that test time and time again. Those will effectively be the results. Okie dokie, now we're going up the price range, don't you know, a little bit further, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Ocelot Lynx, $1,735,000 for this car. And that little black blip that you can see miles in the distance is the Zentorno waving its arse at it. Yes, that's right, here we go. So yes, like I say, this is now a clean $1 million more than the, no question, a clean $1 million more than the Zentorno. And it's not even in the same class, is it? I mean, literally not in the same class. This is a sports car, and I believe the Zentorno is a super. But either way, for $1 million, you'd expect a closer result than that, I would expect. And that's what we get. Okay, we got another Progen here now, ladies and gentlemen, going up that price range once again. This is the Progen Tyrus coming in at $2,550,000, you know. So that's $2,550,000 or something like that. What is it exactly? Yes, that's right. $2,550,000 up against $725,000. And let's have a look then, shall we? Okie dokie, behind me. Okie dokie, and even weaving all over the road, yes, the Zentorno is going to take that as well. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, if you are looking for a very fast and agile car to get about in, you really can't go wrong with the Zentorno. Now the question is, can anything beat the Zentorno? Well, the answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, is yes, things can beat the Zentorno, and we'll take a look at those now in sort of a price order as well, but just sort of descending this time. This is the Ocelot XA21, don't you know, one of my personal favorite cars in the game, coming in at $2,375,000. And there we go, as you can see, the Zentorno is behind it. Okay, so there we go. If you're paying, throw another sort of, $1.5 million or more on top of it, and there we go, we get a car that can actually beat the Zentorno. But that's not the only car that can beat the Zentorno, you know. There are a couple more out there. This is the Garotti Italy GTO coming at $1,965,000, basically $2 million if you look at it that way. And this vehicle too is capable of beating the Zentorno, but this vehicle, whilst extremely fast, is extremely poor handling. You know, has terrible handling, unlike the Zentorno. But unfortunately, that's not going to change the race results for us here. Okie dokie, so there we go. So yes, the XA21 will take it, you know, the Garotti d'Italia will take it, and of course the Ducati Wagner will take it, and we should bloody well expect so. The Ducati Wagner is a fantastic car, don't you know, ladies and gentlemen. But as you can see there, it's not a particularly convincing victory, is it? In fact, the Zentorno gets away straight away at the start, and it's only through the cornering there that the Zentorno really, that the Wagner manages to grasp it. The Wagner coming in at $1.5 million, $1,535,000, I do believe, like I say. And you do have to pay that kind of money if you wish to beat the Zentorno. There we go. So then, ladies and gentlemen, even after those three rather convincing defeats, should you go ahead and purchase the Pegassi Zentorno? And the answer to the question is yes, you should. The Pegassi Zentorno is easily one of the best vehicles on this game, and I would highly recommend it. Anyway, I do hope that you've enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for watching.